Hi Taurus and Taurus rising. This is your Taurus new moon video. It's happening on May 7th. This is happening in your first house of self-esteem, your identity, your ambitions, your goals, your appearance, and just how people perceive you in public. This is an opportune time to set intentions around those areas of your life. Remember, we have the sun there, the moon there, Venus there, Jupiter is ending its year-long stretch there, and Uranus there. So this could be a time of really big expansion, really big manifestations. Just remember to think practically, and that this is going to be maybe a slow build because it's Taurus. But if you are about perseverance, then anything is possible. Here's a journal prompt for you. How can you cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth and self-confidence, if that is helpful? And then let's pull a tarot card for you. And happy birthday season. What is it? The Queen of Cups in reverse. So maybe you've been a little ho-hum, feeling not emotionally secure or safe. I think this is a really great moon to set some intentions around some self-healing practices, some self-care practices to get this Queen of Cups in the upright position. I hope this has been helpful. Hi Gemini and Gemini rising. This is your Taurus new moon video happening on May 7th. This is happening in the 12th house. I actually think this is a really good moon for you, one that you can use to benefit your spiritual renewal, really dig deep in inner reflection, really asking you to explore your subconscious and find ways to heal in a very practical, grounded way. It might also give you this vibe of you are resilient, you can heal, and you can move forward in very practical ways. So here's a journal prompt, but before the journal prompt, remember Venus is in your 12th house right now, the sun, the moon will be there, Uranus and Jupiter. So use this energy to really expand your spiritual beliefs, expand healing possibilities. I think it's just really sweet for you all, especially before you get into your season as well. Here's your journal prompt. What spiritual practices or rituals can you incorporate into your daily life and enhance your sense of peace and connection? Let's pull a card for you. The Ace of Wands. So really just asking you to invite and really look around and see if you have offers for healing, for creative expression. So this might not be very linear, although the way you get it done is going to be practical because it's Taurus. But this is about creative expression. This is about really... Hi Cancer and Cancer rising. This is your Taurus new moon video that's happening on May 7th. Remember that not only are the moon and the sun in your 11th house, Venus, Jupiter, and Uranus are also in your 11th house, really creating this vibe that emphasizes social connections, networking, your community involvement, really asking you to set intentions around how you can collaborate with like-minded individuals, set yourself up for social gatherings, and really contribute to the collective. And I just think it's a really good vibe. So if you've been thinking about getting into community involvement or networking, or spinning your social media platform to emphasize community involvement, this is the moon for you. Here's a journal prompt. How can you use your unique skills and talents to make a positive impact on your social circle and the wider world? So let's pull a card. The one that just flipped over was the Queen of Pentacles. So you have the ability, you might make some money from it, but this is a very Taurus-like card, knowing your worth, knowing your worth, and that what you have to say is worthy to be heard, and it's grounded and it's practical. I just really love that for you. I hope this helps. Hi Leo and Leo rising. This is your Taurus new moon video. This is happening in yours and my 10th house of career goals, public image. Yeah, and this is just a super amazing new moon for Leo risings. I know that Scorpio full moon probably took us out, but this is a moon that you can really set some intentions around building your career, your legacy, and what you want your public image to be. Remember, Venus is there now, really bringing in the money and the financial support, stability. Jupiter is ending its spin in Taurus. Uranus is there, the sun, the moon. So this is really just grounded, practical manifestations for you all. And so really it's just encourage you to make practical intentions, take steps towards your professional success. Here's a journal prompt. What steps can you take to advance your career and leave lasting impressions in your field? And you know, with Taurus, it wants you to do the steps and carry them out. They just don't want you to wish upon a star. Yeah, justice. So maybe you felt like things have just not been going your way. People have been like, I don't know, just blocking you, and this could be work-wise, maybe a woman, an older woman, but set some intentions and really get clear on what you want your public life, your career, your legacy to be. I think Hi Virgo and Virgo rising, this is your Taurus new moon video happening on May 7th. Remember, this is happening in your 9th house of foreign and abroad travel, legal cases, higher knowledge. So like taking higher knowledge courses. And it's a really, really sweet house to have this new moon in. Remember, their Venus is there, Jupiter is there, Uranus is there, the sun is there, the moon is there. And so this is really asking you to focus or set some intentions around higher learning, your personal growth. It's really inspiring you to expand your horizons through education or travel. So this might mean dabbling into new foreign languages, going to foreign places. That's really super sweet. Here's a journal prompt for you. What new experiences or knowledge do you wish to pursue, and how can you incorporate them in your life? And let's pull a card for you. Boom. 9 of Pentacles. So maybe you have not felt like for the last 9 weeks, 9 months, you haven't felt like you could travel or you could go anywhere or even take the course, but you have been wondering, you have been really curious about doing it. So maybe plant some seeds, right? Because Pentacles is an earth energy. And so maybe there has been a delay. So definitely plant some seeds and see what comes to fruition in the next 9 weeks, 9 months, maybe 9 days. Hey Libra and Libra rising, this is your Taurus new moon video. This new moon happens on May 7th. It's also happening in your 8th house of shared resources, emotional intimacy, and taxes and inheritances. So this new moon is inviting you to deepen your connection with others on a really deep, profound level, something that's grounded, something that's practical, very realistic, and for the long term. So remember, the Venus is there, Jupiter is there, Uranus is there, sun and moon are also there. So it's just really asking you to open your mind to all the possibilities in a really grounded, practical way. Here's a journal prompt for you. What fears or attachments have been holding you back from intimacy and vulnerability? And how can you overcome them so you can move forward in a really practical, loving, supportive way? Let's pull a card for you, Libra. The Hierophant. So maybe the person that you were in the relationship with, you're like, oh, maybe something happened at that Scorpio full moon where things were like, oh, I don't think this is going to be for the long term. And that's okay. How can you grow from that experience? Hi Scorpio rising. This is your Taurus new moon video that happens on May the 7th. This is happening in your sister sign. So it's happening in their 7th house. This is a great moon to set intentions around partnerships, relationships, especially ones that have contracts. Really just encouraging you to create a sense of like harmony, balance, and an overall good time. Something that's comfortable, something that's cozy, supporting. So remember, Venus, the sun, the moon, Jupiter, and Uranus are all in your 7th house. So really giving you this extra punch to move forward in partnerships. Here is a journal entry or prompt for you. What qualities do you seek in your relationships, and how can you foster more mutual understanding and support? And let's pull a card. It is the High Priestess. You know, oh, Scorpio, this is such a great card for you. So this, like, you know exactly what needs to get done, how to do it, and when to do it. move on your intuition because, you know, the gut always knows. This is like, of course, like this card is major arcana. So that means you are deeply connected to what's going on in the background. I would also look and see what is happening in your first house as well, because they play off of each other. So what are Sagittarius and Sagittarius risings? This is your Taurus new moon video. This is happening in your sixth house of your daily schedule, your health and fitness routines, just your overall wellness, and maybe coworkers or colleagues. This new moon is really allowing you to emphasize and set intentions around those areas of your life, especially if you've been really thinking about starting a fitness routine or mindfulness practice, because, you know, Taurus is all about like self-love and making yourself a priority and figuring out your self-worth and making sure that you know your self-worth in a very grounded, practical way. So if that has been playing in the background and you're like, oh, I really need to do this, is a super sweet moon to set intentions around that area of your life. Remember, we have the moon there, the sun there, Venus there, Jupiter there, and Uranus there. So really just giving you this energy of moving forward in that area. Here's a journal prompt. How can you create healthier balance between work, rest, and play in your life? And this Taurus season is really going to teach you how to do it, or show you how to do it, and allow you the space to create that. Let's pull that card, which is the Queen of Wands. So maybe you haven't, maybe you've been all over the place and not really feeling on top of your schedule, and just your energy has been pretty low. So use this to flip this around so you can get it. Hi Capricorn and Capricorn rising. This is your Taurus new moon video happening on May 7th. This is happening in a fellow earth sign in the 5th house of self-expression, your creative endeavors, children, dating, romance. What a very, very, very good new moon to set intentions around all those things in your life. So if you've been wanting to start a new creative project, if you've been ready to date, if you've been wanting to have fun with your children, set some intentions, because Venus, the sun, the moon, Jupiter, and Uranus are all sitting at this house right now, just really creating this harmonious aspect with your either rising sign, your sun sign, or your moon sign. So it's just a really good time for you. Here's a journal prompt. What creative projects or hobbies bring you joy, and how can you make more time for them? Creating the space, Capricorn energy, right? Creating the schedule, creating the structure around it, and then Taurus carrying it all the way out. I love this for you. Let's pull a card. Great. Six of Pentacles. So really, if someone offers you to work on a project, if someone offers you a date, if someone offers you something that feels good and is sweet, you should probably take it. This is Pentacle is usually earth-like energy. So a woman or a man coming in. Hi Aquarius and Aquarius risings. This is your Taurus new moon video. This is happening on May 7th, and this is also happening in your 4th house as a fixed sign. You know, we've been going through it, but this is a really sweet moon for you. 4th house is the house of home and family matters, the way where you live, how where you live looks, people that live in your home, and maybe also just like the mother. So this is a really sweet moon to set intentions around your home, right? Redecorating, maybe moving. So if you've been thinking about moving, maybe filling out the application, start searching for places. If this is about bringing the family together or having a good time with family, setting intentions around there would be really, really sweet. It's just inviting you to nurture your emotional foundation. If you are nurturing other people, that would be great as well. Here's a journal prompt for you. How can you create more nurturing and supportive environment for yourself and your loved ones? Let's pull a card for you, Aquarius. The Empress. So what are you birthing? I feel like you are birthing new things on the home front and in the family front. Maybe you're birthing a new baby, but maybe you're just birthing like ideas of what you want your house to look like, maybe where you want to live, or how you can start bringing family together, like get-togethers. But there's some ideas of being very fertile Pisces and Pisces rising, this is your Taurus new moon video. It's happening on May 7th, and it is happening in your third house of communication, learning, community as well. So this is a time where setting intentions around exploring new ideas, connecting with your community, publishing something, maybe short distance land trips might be, because Taurus is earth energy. But this is really about figuring out how you want to communicate. If you're teaching, if you are wanting to start a social media platform, this would be the moon to set those intentions for, because it's third house. Plus you have Venus there, you have Jupiter there, you have Uranus there, Sun and Moon will all be there. So if you've been thinking about that, this would be the time to do that. I really like this for you. Maybe the self-creative expression, the poetry needs to come out, so you do a spoken word kind of thingy-mabobber. That would be really lovely. Here's a journal prompt for you. What new skills or knowledge do you wish to acquire, and how can you pursue them? Let's pull a card for you. Quick communication, Knight of Swords. So maybe someone is coming in and say, hey, can we write this book together? Or someone's offer you a contract to write something, publish something. And that is actually pretty lovely. So if this is about writing, publishing, communicating, go ahead and do it. Hi, Aries and Aries rising. This is your Taurus new moon video happening on May 7th, happening in your second house. How does it feel to have everything roll from your first house into your second house? For when you took initiative, when it was Aries season, now going into like implementing the plans and the things that you've gotten started. So this new moon is of course going to emphasize second house themes, self-worth, your resources, your finances, your earned income. And so maybe you're reflecting or setting intentions around valuing yourself, your actual value. So how you can make more money, bring more money in, how you can increase your self-worth. Remember, they're hand in hand. If you don't, they're hand in hand. Here's a journal prompt for you. And this is a super sweet moon because it's a stable kind of energy, like to persevere through. And the Venus, the Sun, the Moon, Jupiter, and Uranus are all in your second house right now. So here's the journal prompt for you. What talents or resources can you further develop to enhance your sense of self? I love that for you. And here is a card. Okay. The World. Maybe you've been feeling like you just are not, things are not coming together for a completion, that you just don't have all the tools. Because you do. Excuse me, maybe it is working on self-worth and feeling like your best self and that you can't do anything, because right now you're feeling a little topsy-turvy, that you don't have